Beerfox here, and today I'm just going to have a brief look, an overview at upcoming action RPG by the name of Grim Dawn. Before I go any further, I've got to point out that this is an alpha build. This game is still in alpha right now, pre-beta. There's a lot of things missing. There's about a third of the game here at the moment, size-wise, map and quest-wise, is what I mean by that. There's still some crafting to be implemented and various other fixes and what have you, so I can't overstate that enough. This is alpha. I'm not doing a review of it or anything like that, I'm just giving you an overview of the game, maybe initial thoughts on it. It's brought to us by a company called Crate Entertainment, who are made up of some of the guys that were once Iron Law, that brought us the action RPG Titan Quest, which a lot of people still revere quite highly, and I can see why. It was a good game. Still is, if you enjoy that type of thing, a bit more slow paced perhaps than other action RPGs. If you're familiar with Titan Quest, you'll be familiar with this. We'll have a look at the customization first and the classes. So how it works is how it worked in Titan Quest. Basically, you start as one chap or girl, and you'll be offered a choice. In Alpha at the moment, there's only 3 classes, so Soldier, Demolitionist and Occultist. I think they're pretty self-explanatory if you've played in games like this before, of what type of things they might do. I've already tried the Occultist out, quite pure build, got him maybe up to about level 20ish, and I really enjoyed that, but I wanted something a bit more tanky spanky, so with this guy I've really just concentrated on like health and sword and board style play, although I did pick Demolitionist as his second, but I hardly put anything in it all, just those stun jacks just to like kind of stun enemies, so I'm giving him a good beating. If you're familiar with Titan Quest, you'll be familiar with this. It's just kind of the other way around, as it were. It's kind of down the side with Titan Quest. You can spend points when you level up. You'll get your points, 3 points, and you can either spend them in this here, and you can see at this like bottom tier, it'll give you like more physique, health, and damage, spirit, cunning, etc., energy, mana. And you need to put them in here to unlock the further tiers as well. I've actually gone very heavily into Cadence here, which gives them a good smashing, as you can see, with the charge levels and the weapon damage, etc. And then a stun there for force sweep, and the advantage there, that type of thing. So I've really tried to make him quite tanky, so he could kind of face tank a lot of things. Of course, you could mix and match that with Occultist and have like I don't know what you call them. I think it'd call it a Witchblade, would it, in this game? It gives you a name when you start mixing them up, but like a Battle Mage type thing, Dark Knight, all that type of business. Same with Demolitionist. I could have gone pure Demolitionist and perhaps gone a bit Occultist as well, so you're just throwing out traps and deadly spells and all that type of business. I mean, the possibilities for builds are absolutely phenomenal. In the final build, apparently there's going to be 5 classes, so you've got a real scope there to mix and match. They want to add more in further updates, so that's, in a nutshell, very brief nutshell, how the class and skill system works. Next up, we'll have a quick look at the loot. Just before we do, also when you level up you get to put attribute points into one of these here, which are your general like stats, so cunning, improves your combat technique, physical and pierce damage, physique, gives you strength to fight, avoid enemy attacks, also increases your capacity for pain, avoid being critically hit. So quite novel that an ARPG is offering us, allowing us to put points into our own attributes there, unlike some we could mention. We'll have a quick look at the loot now. I mean, like I say, it's just a brief overview. I don't want to waffle on too long, although I probably will. There are uniques in the game and rare items, etc., as you would expect. Some of them actually give you moves that are inaccessible for any other way. Obviously, I haven't found any of those, but I have seen them on the website. I think there's a pair of pants that allow you to throw turds stuff like that, which is quite amusing. As you can, and also you'll notice the little plus here, and this comes from. It's very similar to how Titan quests work when you find these small, I would call them like materials, if you like, whatever, like this rigid shell here. And you can stack them up. You'll see it'll say partial component 2 of 5. You make them into the full thing, or you can put them on individually anyway if you complete the set anyway. Like I say, I have with the shoulders here, which was a rigid shell, and now I've got 15 lightning resistance on there, set bonus 25 defensive ability. I think with this chest piece here I went for health and completed and got a fire resistance buff, and here with the chip claw again for anarchy I've got it completed, and he does fire damage with that, so that's quite cool and interesting. Apparently there is more crafting coming, so at the moment I wouldn't say that was really like the crafting system, but it's definitely a nice upgrade system for nice items that you'll find. You might have noticed this button here as well. Factions are going to be in the game at the moment. There's nothing. You get the rep with them for doing the quest, but absolutely nothing else at the moment. It'd be nice to be liked by the baddies, really, wouldn't it? But I don't think you can be, that I'm aware of, unless you can start killing all these. The active quests you can see at the side here, they're out in here because I've done them all. There's a fair few. There's a few going around, kill a few enemies here, find this person here, and go and kill the big bad. The game works to get around the place on a portal system, that we can see here, so I've unlocked them all right up to the hidden laboratory where the alpha final boss, the warden, resides. If you log in and out, it resets absolutely everything, so I've just logged on now, so all the baddies will be back. Interestingly, going round to various areas, they'll kind of scale with your level to a point, if that makes sense. So I think, like, say something like Whitemire, like, caps out at around about level 12-ish. So if I go and have a look there now, and probably won't find a bloody monster for love nor money, and they're usually just absolutely everywhere. Typical. That they should have capped out, I think, around level... yeah, level 13, those ones. But if I originally come up here about level 6 or 7, they'd be about level 8-ish or something like that. But then some start off at a minimum cap as well. Some areas to kind of maybe limit you from going too far too quick, so I couldn't go to the Eternal, whatever it's called, the Eternal Laboratory at the end. The secret laboratory at level 2, just peg it up there, because they'd be minimum probably about level 17, 18, and just show you your arse straight away. So that's quite nice that it scales like that, because it's given the alpha a little bit more replayability as well, to be honest, so you can still continue to level up a bit and check out further moves. The combat, let's get down to important things as well. The combat is extremely meaty. Especially the melee. It's really, really satisfying. One of the most satisfying ARPG combats I've found. I think with some of them you just find they can be a bit too wafy in certain regards and respects. You can get ranged weapons in this, guns and what have you. They feel a bit tame at the moment, for want of a better word, but obviously things to be worked on. Dual wielding isn't in either with like maces and swords and stuff, so I just tend to rock with a sword and board at the moment. I might actually have a gun on, yes I do. I found a green gun, so there you go. I mean, as you can see, it's a bit bit wafy at the moment. It lacks the pack of the punch, but this is alpha, so I'm certainly not complaining. And finally, I just thought I'd show you one of the staples of any ARPG as well. If you want to farm bosses, what have you, this game's certainly no exception. You see this purple named chap here, he's like a mini-boss. You get to fight him as a quest early on. I believe he's the brother of one of the NPCs, unfortunately corrupted. Poor fella. But yeah, if you reset the game, basically save and quit out of it and go back in, all the monsters will reset, and you can go and fight the bosses and farm them till your heart's content, maybe for the chance of some decent loot, which obviously I got none there, but that's a low level chap. I was just doing it for the sake of the low level one, for the sake of ease when demonstrating this. So to surmise, really, this game encapsulates a lot for me in recent memory when it comes for like action RPGs. The combat, especially like I say, the melee is spot on. The class customization and the cross classes is brilliant. Loved it in Titan Quest, love it in this. Absolutely fantastic. It's dark, it's gritty, it's got that real feel to it. It all feels like it belongs. It's gory. What more can I say about it? If you want to support it yourself, I'll put the link for the website, for Crate Entertainment's website, in the description of this vid. Go across there, have a look. There's several supporter packs you can buy. I believe the $50 one gets you access to the alpha straight away. There are cheaper ones than that, but they'll only give you access to the beta, not the alpha. So go out, check it out if you think you like it. Support them, because this could be one of the best action RPGs in recent memory, to be honest. Certainly picking up the slack of a lot of the other ones, the more big name ones, without mentioning any, obviously. So yeah, that's me. Go check out Crate Entertainment's forums and what have you. Feel it out for yourself, see what you think. Thanks for watching. I've been Beerfox. Laters.